Hey guys, Jennifer here with the Family Fudge, and welcome to Bunches of Lunches. This week I am super excited. I have so many fun and easy spring-themed lunches to share with you, and I'm also getting to try out some new items from the official Bunches of Lunches lunch kits, which will hopefully be available soon. Now, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button if you're new, and go ahead and click the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our new videos. And without further ado, let's get on to the lunches. Okay guys, so for the first lunch this week, I'm using items that I'm hoping to put in the Bunches of Lunches lunch kit, including some of my favorite containers, silicone liners, sandwich cutters, and decorations. Now, since today is Monday, we are going meatless, which pretty much means some kind of PB&J. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of my silicone liners in here. I really think the liners make the lunch look a lot more colorful and fun, and it makes cleanup a lot easier as well. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside and get on to the sandwiches. Now, instead of making good old PB&J today, I'm actually gonna let the kids each decide what they want in their sandwich and how they want me to cut it as well. First up, I'm going to prepare Lily's choice. I'm using a combination of white bread and wheat bread here, and for her sandwich, she chose a combination of almond butter. And as you can see, this almond butter is really thick, kind of hard to spread out. And instead of regular jam, she chose orange marmalade. I think she's my only kid that enjoys marmalade. Now you'll notice that I didn't put the filling all the way to the edges, and that's because I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the crusts. I know a lot of kids enjoy their sandwiches crustless, and I know my kids are like that too. Miss Lily chose this fun star shape, and it's awesome because not only does it cut off the crust, but it also cuts the sandwich in half as well. And there you have it, a cute little star. Now moving on to Jackson's sandwich. Now he actually chose a combination of Nutella. Can't go wrong with Nutella. And then on the other side, I'm adding chunky peanut butter. You definitely can't go wrong with chocolate and peanut butter. If you ask me, that's definitely one of my favorite combinations. Now for Jackson's sandwich, he chose the dinosaur cutter. Unfortunately, this little dino here kind of lost a foot because my bread just wasn't big enough for this cutter. And lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare Mackenzie's sandwich. Now she chose something that we like to call ants on a log sandwich. So as you can probably guess, I'm gonna start with some chunky peanut butter, and then I'm gonna take my mandolin slicer and I'm going to cut very, very thin slices of celery, and that's gonna go on the sandwich. But then unfortunately, I ended up being out of raisins, so instead of raisins, I used chocolate chips, which if you've never tried on ants on a log before, you definitely should. This sandwich is a little bit unusual, but I know she's gonna love it. And then of course you can see that Mackenzie chose the heart-shaped sandwich cutter. And now it's time to move on to some fruit and veggies. But instead of just serving one fruit today, I decided to make a delicious fruit salad. I'm gonna get started by slicing up some grapes, both red and green. Next, I'll slice up a few strawberries, followed by one kiwi. I'll go ahead and dice it so the pieces aren't too big. And then lastly, I'm gonna add one or two of these little tangerines. These are very sweet and seedless, so they're perfect for the fruit salad. Now, of course, this would be delicious and dairy-free, just as is, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a scoop of Greek yogurt, and it'll also make the fruit salad nice and creamy. So now that we have our fruit salad done and our sandwiches, I'm gonna go ahead and add some vegetables. Today I'm going with a combination of sugar snap peas and tomatoes, but I know not all of my kids enjoy tomatoes, so I'll probably just put them in Mackenzie and Jackson's lunch. Now to make these veggies a little bit more appealing, I will go ahead and add some picks in here. I love having picks, and I'm definitely going to be adding my favorite ones to our lunch kit. And then I'm going to finish filling this container with a scoop of pretzels. And of course that means I have to find a different container for the fruit salad. And I really love this one. It has an easy to snap lid, and then inside there's actually different compartments, so you can keep two different items separated or just have one big open space. I think this is the perfect compartment for our fruit salad, so I'll just go ahead and add a few scoops of it right in here. Doesn't that look delicious? Fruit salad definitely makes me think of springtime. Now I want to add just a few more things to this lunch, including a Baby Bell cheese. For just the girls, I know Jackson's not a big fan. To dress this up just a bit, I'm going to use a small star cutter to punch out some of the wax. I'm super excited to have some of these vegetable cutters in the lunch kit as well. For the special treat today, I'm going to take it super easy by throwing in a small bag of Nutter Butter cookies. Oh yes, and I definitely can't forget, I always love to decorate my sandwiches with googly eye picks. It's so easy to do, and it keeps the sandwich from falling apart as well. Hey guys, and happy Tuesday. Now usually on Tuesdays I try to pack a nut-free lunch. Today's lunch is also going to be gluten-free as well. Now for the main course of today's lunch, I actually started by preparing it last night. I knew I wanted to do some of my deviled Easter eggs. They're really easy to make, but they do take a little bit of time. So last night I hard-boiled some eggs, cut them in half, and then I added the whites to some food coloring. This definitely makes them look more like Easter eggs. So now today, all I have to do is whip up the filling and get it into our egg whites. Now I know a lot of people have their own personal recipe for deviled eggs, but here's how I like to make mine. I start by mashing all of the yolks together. I really like to get this as smooth as I can. And then everything else is really done by eyeball. I don't measure out anything. I add a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, some relish, but we only use dill relish. If I used sweet relish, I don't think anybody would eat these eggs. And then my not so secret ingredient is onion powder. This really adds a lot of flavor, but it's still more mild than adding fresh onion, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna finish this off with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then mix it well until it's nice and smooth. Now this part is definitely optional. You don't have to make these fancy at all, but since I have a lot of these frosting tips, I'm gonna go ahead and use them to get the yolks into the eggs. If you don't have one of these, you could also use a Ziploc bag, or you can just use a spoon. And then the finishing touch is just a sprinkle of paprika. This is smoky paprika, so it's not spicy at all, but it just adds a really nice flavor. Now for our vegetable today, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare some asparagus. I love asparagus during the springtime. It is so fresh and delicious, but I do need to trim off the stems because they're a little bit tough and the kids definitely will not like to eat those. So I'll go ahead and trim up a good bunch of these, and then I'm just gonna lightly steam them. I still want them to be a little bit crunchy. And quick tip, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the asparagus in a jar with a little bit of water in it, and then stick the whole thing in the fridge. This definitely helps keep the asparagus fresh until we're ready to eat the rest of it. So now we have our deviled Easter eggs and our asparagus. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of dipping sauce for this asparagus. This is not ranch, however. This is actually Caesar salad dressing. I love that combination with asparagus. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some cantaloupe. I just cut this with my crinkle cutter so it looks really special, but it was easy to do. And I'm gonna fit as much as I can in here. And then surprisingly, I don't have a lot of Easter picks, but I do have some of these really cute bunny ones left over from last year. So I'll go ahead and stick it right in there. Next up, I'm going to take some of these really cute bunny treat holders. I got these at the Dollar Tree and they're perfect for little snacks or candies. But today I'm gonna add these little cheddar bunny tails. These are like a Cheez-It, but they're gluten-free. And they actually taste really good. Sometimes gluten-free crackers are not so tasty, but these ones we actually do like. And they're super cute. They really do look like a little bunny tail. And then lastly, for our special treat today, I have some jelly beans. These are the Starburst jelly beans in the tropical flavor. These are definitely our favorite jelly beans. I'm just gonna add a few in here though, not that many. These little containers are perfect for treats like this. I think the kids will be super excited to see this lunch. Okay kids, should we check your lunches?
Yeah!
What'd you think about today's?
It was really good. Pretty good.
Who ate all of their jelly beans?
Me.
Everybody. Who ate all of their eggs?
Me.
Let's see. Almost everybody. There's just a little bit left in there. And the asparagus.
It was too bitter.
It was a little bit bitter. Yeah. What was your favorite part, guys?
My favorite part was the eggs.
What about you, Lily?
My favorite part was the jelly bean and the cantaloupe.
And Jackson?
I like the jelly beans, the crackers, the juice, and the cantaloupe.
Cool. Good job today, guys.
We'll see you in the next lunch.
Hey guys, and welcome to Wednesday. So today we're continuing with our bunny / Easter / spring theme. And on Wednesdays, I also like to prepare a warm lunch if I can. So today I'm going with the bunny pasta. This is mac and cheese, but it's really cute with the little bunny shaped pasta pieces. Of course, I'm going to prepare this just like I would with any mac and cheese, which, if my memory serves me right, was the very first thing I ever learned to cook on the stove by myself. It's really easy and it's hard to mess it up. I've got my milk in there and my butter and the cheese powder. This looks and smells delicious. Now, I make a lot of different brands of mac and cheese at our house, but let me know in the comments down below what your favorite brand of mac and cheese is, because if we haven't tried it, I definitely would like to. And now it's time for some fruit and veggies. I'm gonna go ahead and add some grapes in here today, both red and green. I think these are super cute because they do look like eggs as well. Now, to decorate this up just a little bit, I've added a few grapes to a bunny pick. It'll fit right in there. And then what goes better with a bunny than carrots? These are the crinkle cut carrots. I love to cut them like this. Super easy and cute. Next, I'll go ahead and pour a little bit of ranch right into the center. I know the kids will love to dip their carrots in there. I'm also adding some of this bunny snack mix. There's pretzels in there and cheese crackers. And then I have a few more things to add into this lunch. I have a string cheese, and in the bunny snack container, I've added just a few of the Easter egg Oreos. These are so cute. They have little Easter egg designs on the outside. They're oval shaped and a little bit smaller than regular Oreos, but they still taste just like regular ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 cookies into each lunch. They fit perfectly in our little bunny containers. And then last but not least, I do have a special drink today. On Monday and Tuesday, the kids just took water. These are the Honest Kids juice pouches. And this one's actually a tropical orange flavor, which we've never tried before, but sounds really good. Okay, kids, what did we think of the bunny mac and cheese?
I really loved it. It was so yummy.
Was it your favorate ever?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all gone. Good job, guys. Time to check the lunch boxes. Let's see.
I ate everything.
Good job, Kenzie. And Jackson. Good job.
I ate everything too.
And Lily. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Good job, guys. What was your favorite part?
My favorite was the bunny mac and cheese and the snack mix.
And Jackson?
My favorite was the bunny mac and cheese and the snack mix.
Jinx. And what about you?
My favorite was the bunny mac and cheese, the carrots, and the Oreos.
Oh, I was wondering if somebody would say Oreos for their favorite. Those were really cute and they were a little bit smaller than a normal Oreo.
It was so yummy.
Is it fun to have these little containers in your lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.
Hey guys, and happy Thursday. Now, usually on Thursdays, I don't really have a theme. I just make whatever I feel like making or whatever we have on hand. So today, I'm gonna go with some sandwiches because sandwiches are easy. But I'm not gonna just make a boring sandwich. I'm gonna try to make a bunny face sandwich. Nothing too complicated or difficult at all. I'm gonna start by taking 3 pieces of bread per sandwich, and then I'm gonna use 2 different heart-shaped cookie cutters. I am gonna go ahead and turn my bread to the side just so the cutter will fit better. So far, I've cut out 2 large hearts, and then of course, I'm also gonna cut some cheese. Next, I'm gonna add a thin layer of mayo. I'm just adding this to the larger hearts, and you'll see why in just a minute. Next, I'm gonna add some slices of turkey pepperoni and a slice of cheese. I went ahead and cut that out in a heart shape too, just so it would fit nicely. For Lily's sandwich, I will go ahead and add a little bit of mustard as well. I know she will appreciate that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and close up this sandwich. And you'll notice that this heart is upside down. And that's what's gonna help make it look like a bunny face. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. And then I'm gonna take my smaller heart and cut it down the center. And these 2 pieces are gonna turn into our bunny's ears. You could leave them just as they are, or what I like to do is trim them a little bit, so that they're more bunny ear shape, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna take these 2 bunny ears and actually stick them into the sandwich, and the sandwich will help to glue them in place. And then I'm basically gonna do the same thing with the cheese. I'm gonna cut those into little ear shapes as well, making them slightly smaller, just like that. I'm gonna tuck them in just a little bit, and the sandwich will help keep them in place. Next, I cut out 1 more heart shape. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna glue it to our sandwich with a little bit of mayo. For the bunny's nose, I'm adding half of an olive. And then for his whiskers, I'm gonna start by adding just a dab of mayo. That's gonna help our whiskers stick. And for the whiskers, I'm actually gonna use some shredded up carrot. I'll go ahead and put 3 on each side, and then it's time for some eyes. Now we could go with these kind of scary red eyes, but I don't think I wanna do that. After all, I think he should look like a nice bunny, not a scary bunny. So I'm gonna go with these regular eyes instead. And there he is. This was actually really easy, and it didn't take long at all. Now moving on to the fruits and vegetables, I'm gonna go ahead and add some watermelon, and I went ahead and cut a few of these into flower shapes. Whenever I think of springtime, I definitely think of flowers. And to make these look even more like flowers, I'm going to secure half a grape to the front of each of them. Super easy to do, but also very cute. Next, I'm gonna throw in some celery. I did go ahead and cut these pretty small. I think my kids prefer them that way. And then for the kids who enjoy them, I'm also adding just a few cherry tomatoes. Of course, I'm gonna add a little bit of ranch in there for the kids to dip in. Next, I'm gonna add some cottontails. Now, these are actually mini white cheddar cheese balls, and I found these at Target. This box comes with 25 mini bags, and you guys, they are really small. I'll go ahead and open one up just so you can see how many actually come in a bag. Just about a handful. Whoops, I dropped one into the ranch. I'll go ahead and take that out. And then with the rest of these cheese balls, I'm going to add them to this cute little chick treat holder. That's really hard to say. And then speaking of chicks, for the special treat today, I'm gonna go ahead and bake up just a few of these chick cookies. These are pre-made, and as you can tell, there's kind of a chick printed on the outside. These are just a classic sugar cookie, and after about 10 minutes in the oven, they are done. They don't exactly look like the picture on the box, but they're pretty close. I'm just gonna go ahead and give 2 to each child. I'm also adding a drink. This is actually a tropical flavored water. So there's orange flavors and pineapple flavors in there, but not a ton of sugar. That definitely sounds good to me. And then that's everything in today's lunch. Okay kids, what was your favorite part of today's lunch?
My favorite was the sandwich. My favorite was the sandwich and the juice and the cookie.
Yeah, what about you, Lily?
My favorite was the cheese puffs, the sandwich, the juice, and that's it.
What did you guys think of the bunny sandwich? Was that so cute?
Yeah.
Okay guys, excellent job. Now tomorrow is Friday, so do you know what that means?
No.
Breakfast for lunch.
Yes.
We always like to do that on Friday.
See you tomorrow.
Hey guys, and happy Friday. Now usually on Fridays I like to do a breakfast for lunch if I can, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. But instead of waffles or pancakes or something like that, I'm actually gonna make some muffins. I found this super adorable cupcake pan at Target. This is made of soft silicone, and it's supposed to make them look like Easter eggs. Now I have to say, in the past I've used silicone pans like this and they did not work out very well. So I'm crossing my fingers that these will turn out well today, but I'm not sure. Now for our muffins today, I went with a carrot raisin flavor. I think that's perfect for Easter and springtime and bunnies and all of that. There's also a lot of cinnamon in here. These ended up taking about 20 minutes to cook all the way through, but I'm gonna go ahead and let them cool down because I do wanna decorate them a little bit before I put them in the lunchbox. So while those are cooling down, I'll go ahead and add the fruit for today. This is a combination of honeydew, watermelon, and cantaloupe. I love the 3 different melons together. It's so cool and refreshing. And then for the veggies, I'm gonna go ahead and use up the last of the sugar snap peas. And because I don't have a ton of them, I'm also gonna throw in some carrots as well. Now going back to our breakfast for lunch theme, I'm also gonna throw in some yogurt. This is a lemon cream flavored Greek yogurt. And you guys, if you haven't tried this before, you definitely should. It is so good, definitely one of my favorites. Now to decorate this yogurt just a little bit, I'm gonna add a few of these egg-shaped sprinkles. And then in this other side of the container, I'm going to put together a little snack mix. I'm gonna add half popcorn and half of this trail mix. This is called the Magic Sparkle Trail Mix. I found it at Target and it looks really interesting. Inside there's things like candy corn, chocolate covered almonds, and peanuts. I'm just gonna add a few right in here. Okay, now that our muffins are nice and cool, it's the moment of truth. Are they gonna come out of the pan in one piece? I'll go ahead and push on the silicone just a little bit, and it did work. These came out pretty well. You can see the design on there, and they definitely smell delicious. Now you could definitely leave these just as they are, but they're a little bit plain in my opinion. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of this icing and decorate these just like they were real Easter eggs. This part was a little bit messy, but also really fun. To drink today, I'm just gonna send the kids with water. And then last but not least, I'm gonna add in a little bunny pick, because bunnies definitely go with our theme today. Okay kids, what'd you think of breakfast for lunch?
I loved it. Me too. Me free.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What was your favorite part, guys?
My favorite was the carrot muffins. My favorite was the carrot muffins. My favorite was the carrot muffins and the trail mix.
Out of all the lunches this week, which one was your favorite?
The bunny mac and cheese one. I like the bunny mac and cheese and...
No, if you could only pick one, which would you pick?
I really like the bunny mac and cheese and also the carrots.
What about you, Lily? Out of all the lunches, which one was your favorite?
My favorite is the peanut butter and jelly one.
Peanut butter jelly.
See you next week from Florida. Make sure you come back tomorrow for mystery lunches.
Give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.